Smallville. We're on season 1, episode 14. It's called Zero. So, guys, the last episode we left off with these guys that can basically go through walls. One of the guys died and the rest went to jail. So I'm pretty sure we're not going to see those guys again because the way they got their powers is they tattooed the basically kryptonite on their skin. And it gave them the powers to basically go through like any wall, anywhere. That's why they're able to like rob every place they can go to, like banks and everything else. And I think one of those guys lost his arm while robbing a bank, and it was in the safe. That was really, really weird. Super weird. That's pretty much when Clark was looking through the glass with his X-ray vision, and he found his arm right in there. With Whitney in this episode, he felt down about himself, definitely, about losing a scholarship to, football. He felt like there was, his life was over. This is what he's going to be doing for the rest of his life. And, I think anyone felt like him before. I could definitely relate to Whitney in that as well. Because there's times where I feel down about myself all the time like that. So I think that's any person can feel that way. I'm just glad that Whitney does have morals. I feel like he knows that was wrong. Even though he went with it, but he knew it was wrong what those guys were doing. So I'm just glad that he feels he felt some type of way when they were trying to basically attack Luther. Then Chloe got hurt in this episode. She broke her arm. It could have been a lot worse, but I'm glad that she's okay and back up on her feet. Lana was able to convince Lex to basically keep the building pretty much as is instead of tearing it down, making like a parking lot or whatever. So she's gonna basically revamp the place to basically make it like a social place or something like that. I'm just really happy that she was able to convince Lex with a business deal. Anyway, guys, I just cannot wait to see this next episode. But before this video begins, guys, I want to thank Kevin for sponsoring this video through the Patreon page. Make sure you go on the page to get the full reaction on there and also support the channel as well. Other than that, guys, let's get into this next episode for Smallville. Oh my God, what's going on? No, what's going on with Lex? Is that Lex?
Let me go. What do you want from me? Truth.
I hope you didn't feel obligated to entertain me. June's only gone for a couple days.
I don't believe in obligations. Besides, my fiance did me a favor. I wasn't looking forward to a night out on my own.
Zero consequences. It's quite a promise.
Only if it's kept. My good friend Amanda on her engagement.
Cheers.
What is it?
Was that her husband? Or her fiance?
Amanda.
You said you had to go away on business.
I can explain, okay? Just wait, Amanda, wait a second. I can explain,
Damn.
Amanda. Just wait, you son of a bitch. You did this on purpose.
Oh, you did it to yourself.
Whoa! Did anyone hear that? Oh, okay, now.
Liar! That's what it said in the papers, but that's not what really happened. Oh, you covered it up. I don't know how you did it, but you're gonna pay.
Probably the same guy.
Don't you remember? You killed me.
How did he come back alive?
You promised me everything will be ready on time.
That was before the plumbing started leaking. Hasn't been replaced in years.
How long will that take?
I can't really give you a straight answer. Not until I crawl up there.
Lex Luthor is going to be by later. He's going to need numbers and a timetable and a better explanation than that.
Creepy?
Sorry, we're not open yet.
It's about the assistant manager position. I know I'm late, but if I could get an application.
Yeah, just give me a second.
Lex Luthor has a stake in this project.
Yeah, he's one of the owners.
What are you doing here? I thought we had an understanding. After that night, we were never to have any contact. Saw him, Lex. Who? Jude.
Oh.
We both know that's impossible. He's alive. Everywhere I go, I see him. He's stuck in
Did I
this.
say 1 week earlier?
Calm
It's
down.
1 week later. I'm sorry.
I'm not crazy. I keep an
That was a
apartment in
different
the city.
place.
It's very
Okay,
secure.
it was a
You
different
stay
club that
there
got killed in.
and wait for my call.
Everything all right?
Just a little weirded out.
Relax. It's just a leak.
A friend of yours came by, applied for the assistant manager position. He told me to stay away from you.
Who's his name?
Jude Royce.
Who's Jude Royce? Trust me, Clark. I have no idea who Lana met today, but it couldn't have been him. Don't worry about it, Clark. I'm not.
Really? Someone hot-wired that in there?
Talking about the early days. Now, what was involved in adopting Clark?
Well, it was just like any normal adoption, I guess.
Shoot, I'm out of tape.
Oh.
That's okay.
Woo.
I've got some extra C90s in my car.
Chloe's researching your life for a school project.
When did that happen?
We just got the assignment today. I didn't know she was gonna go Mike Wallace on me.
Starts asking questions about the adoption.
What about the adoption? Something I should know?
Well, of course, we had to make up a story, but it's a little more complicated than that.
Lex, what are you doing here?
Contractor called. Said he had an estimate.
What the hell?
You okay?
Oh, dude.
I came in the back door and some guy jumped me.
Look,
That wasn't there when I locked up.
Lex, your name's on it.
Oh my god.
Guy warned me. He said, everything Lex touches ends badly. How much do we really know about him and his past?
No, he's trying to make it that way.
I know how truly sorry I am about this. I promise this won't affect the grand opening.
As kind as that sounds, Creed, I really don't think it falls into the something amazing test.
What test?
I'm not finished. Clark didn't just push Brained it away. Put him through a door, as in splinters and broken hinges. How we did it, I still have no idea.
I found that your adoption was done through Metropolis United Charities. But this is the strange part. They were only in business for 6 months. And from what I can tell, yours is the only adoption they handled.
I can't believe you did this, Chloe.
Weren't you interested?
Why would I be? My biological parents are either dead or didn't want me. The point is you're prying into my private life. Not some mystery for you to solve.
I mean, she is nosy.
Clark,
She's really nosy.
Who are you? Detective Sam Phelan, Metropolis
Oh,
PD.
God, Phelan.
You what passes for security in this zoo?
Yeah.
Don't go anywhere. Tell me exactly what happened.
Wait.
Exactly what happened. Good. Here's how it's gonna go. You were never here. Your name will not appear in any papers or on a police report.
Oh, here we go. That's probably Jude.
Nothing to say? I thought Lex Luthor had all the answers.
Look, you twisted son of a bitch. I don't know what you want.
I want to know what happened at Club Zero. Seems that you were somehow involved in that too. I find that very interesting. Tell me. What really happened?
Lex!
Where'd he go?
Lex! You all right?
Clark, what are you doing here?
Your office told me you were here. I thought I heard someone else.
No, I'm all by myself.
Since I learned the real truth, I hadn't thought about the adoption. Dad, Chloe told me the agency you used was only open 6 months, and that I was the only kid adopted.
Look, son, the process is a really tough one, even when you go through normal channels.
It's really
You hear that?
complicated.
Hear what?
Whole herd just over that rise. We ought to be hearing something.
What? Wow. He's really trying to make Luthor look bad. Jude is not letting up.
Mr. and Mrs. Kent, I have no idea how this could have happened. I'll do everything in my power to find out. And I'll pay for your livestock, of course.
I think that's how you solve everything, don't you, Lex? Just sprinkle a little money on it and hope the problem goes away. Well, obviously, some things are a little more difficult than that.
What?
It's like a real black mark on your company's environmental record.
Holy crap.
Help! Somebody! Help!
No word from Lex. No one's spoken to him since this morning.
Okay, well, I pulled our alleged dead guy's license plate. It's registered to a John Smith. Very original. He has an address in Metropolis, and he does not work for the CEP.
Call Metropolis PD, have him go to the address.
What's going on?
I think Lex is in serious trouble.
But how is Jude alive? That's what I'm wondering.
You ready to talk? You're finding where you should have been 3 years ago.
What do you want from me?
Truth about Club Zero.
You know where I can find Club Zero?
You're 6 months too late, kid.
What do you mean?
Well, it closed down. It was an old warehouse on 78th and Main.
That's what it said in the papers, but that's not what really happened.
This is true!
Don't you remember?
Insane.
You killed me. Daddy can't save you this time, Lex.
What?
No more games left.
I'm so confused. How? Ouch.
You're the contractor from the Talon. That's my
The
day
contract.
job.
Who are you? Man who never talked about her family? Vengeance for my sister.
What do you mean? Where's Amanda?
She's dead, Lex. She committed suicide a year ago.
What? Are you serious?
I never knew. And that's because you cut her out of your life. Andy's finally gonna get the justice she deserves.
Insane. Are
You were right.
These papers,
The police reports, what I told Phelan, they were all lies. You want the truth? I'll give it to you.
He's a DJ.
Wait, Amanda?
No, you're twisting it again.
That's what happened. That's what happened. Amanda pulled the trigger. She shot Jude. I was just trying to protect her.
I'm through with you, Lex. Can't escape your past, Lex.
Okay. Whoa! Oh my god, he got lucky.
Get down. There's a man with a gun up there.
Where? You mean that guy? What happened? I have no idea.
What do you think?
I'm definitely surprised. I got this for you. Don't worry, it's not a body part. It was in the attic. It was my grandfather's. It was taken just after the talent opened. Figured you could hang it above the counter.
Clark, it's amazing. Thank you.
I get the feeling you're avoiding me, Clark.
I just realized there's a lot I don't know about you.
Think my dark past is gonna rub off on you?
No.
I was trying to protect Amanda. My father wouldn't have raised a finger to help her, but I knew he'd do anything to save his only son.
So you took the fall and everything was covered up. Is that really what happened?
Truth is, I do anything to protect my friends.
That's true. She's saving it. Okay, guys, another great episode for Smallville. So I'm very sorry I confused myself in that episode. I went back into the episode and it said 1 week earlier, and this is 1 week earlier before Lex got captured. And the club part is 3 years ago when, you know, of course, what happened, you know, when Amanda killed Jude. And then the person that the contractor was her brother. Of course, Amanda killed herself, and her brother was just pissed at Lex because he felt like it was just Lex's fault for what happened to his sister. So yeah, very sorry I confused myself. I know it was probably a little cringy, but I went back to clear that up for myself. Yeah, I was not expecting the contractor to be, you know, her brother at all. I was never expecting that. That's what I love about these episodes. Is like you never know what you're gonna expect in these episodes. That's pretty much what I like about, you know, Smallville. I thought that was really Jude. I'm like, wait, how is he alive? You know, he got killed and stuff. He just got someone that looked exactly like him and then just paid him money. That's pretty much what he did, and then he killed them right there. I just feel like this episode was, I want to say, like the most confusing episode ever. But once I went back, you know, to check on like what I got confused on, it made a lot of sense. Then Chloe was just being really nosy in this episode. I don't blame, you know, Clark for being upset. She found out what, you know, how basically Clark got adopted. He was kind of upset about that. His parents just doesn't want to go, you know, talk about the past and how he got, you know, adopted, if you want to put it like that. Yeah, other than that, guys, I enjoyed this episode very much. I just cannot wait to see the next episode, see what's going to happen. Please post your comments down below. Tell me what you think about this awesome episode for Smallville. Make sure you guys go on the Patreon page to get the full reaction on there and also support the channel as well. Other than that, guys, hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you guys next Smallville.